Hello and welcome to a video that I have been very excited to make. And obviously this is the third one in the series of reviewing each of the live action Transformers movies in anticipation of Rise of the Beasts. Today is Dark of the Moon. This movie I have loved since I was like 8 years old. I always loved this film, and it is my second favorite movie of all time. And there are times when I do consider putting it above Jurassic World, but I can't. I can't. Jurassic World is just amazing. But Dark of the Moon is my favorite action movie of all time. I loved this one since I was a kid. And this is basically everything you want from a Transformers movie. You get the action, the phenomenal CGI. I'm saying this movie. Look, I know it's a big call, but Dark of the Moon has the best CGI of any movie of all time, in my opinion. It is absolutely crazy. 12 years and this CGI still holds up. It is amazing CGI, and honestly, I can't believe they were able to achieve this back then. This movie also has the best story out of the first three. Because obviously now we are not dealing with a Decepticon. We are dealing with, an Autobot, someone who we've trusted, someone who's been our mentor this whole time. And that's what makes it so shocking when Sentinel Prime does betray us, because let's face it, Sentinel is one of the best villains in these movies. First of all, his voice is amazing. Leonard Nimoy is an absolute boss. But yeah, before we continue with Sentinel, I just want to say before I forget that normally I don't really like the human crap in this movie, but I genuinely enjoyed the space things, mainly because I find space exploration so interesting. And to actually have Buzz Aldrin there was just, oh, I loved it. I really did love it. And I was genuinely interested in what they were saying, about the rockets and how they found the Ark. Man, it was fantastic. But yeah, man, I mean, Sentinel Prime, not only does he have a great voice, he has an amazing design. I think that the beard, the eyebrows, oh man, it is like the perfect design for such an old character. And he's amazing. Also his weapons. He has not only does he have a double-bladed sword, which Thanos completely stole, by the way. Not only does he have that, he has an absolutely badass shield. It is massive. And of course, you have the dreaded rust cannon. Sentinel Prime is just an absolutely phenomenal villain, and I loved his story. How he was, just desperate to save his home, and of course he ended up, making a deal with Megatron to make that happen. That's what I'm saying when I love the story of Dark of the Moon. From beginning to end, it is phenomenal. And speaking of Megatron, obviously, I'm gonna be honest with you, I know people don't like him in this one, but this is my favorite version of Megatron from the live action films. Now, of course, I will always get the most enjoyment from watching this Megatron on screen. But of course, the Megatron from Transformers Prime is the best character. Come on, he is the best version of Megatron we've ever seen. But this version will always be my childhood image of Megatron. Whenever I think of the character, this is what I think of. This, and he just looks amazing in this film. He's so rusty, old, broken down. He's kind of turned into like the mustache twirling villain. He doesn't go out and fight his battles anymore. He's battle damaged. He literally wears a cloak to not let Decepticons see how badly damaged his head is. This Megatron is just amazing. And of course, we got to talk about it. I know people didn't like, that He didn't just kill Carly when she said, that he'll just be Sentinel's bitch. But in my opinion, that is completely in line with Megatron's character. He does not want to be second in command. He has to be the leader of the Decepticons. It doesn't matter whether that it's a human who did it, that told him that. He just wants control. So killing Carly, that was not his priority. His priority was regaining leadership of the Decepticons. But yeah, another thing to praise Dark of the Moon for is its action sequences. Oh my god. This film has the best scenes of the franchise. Obviously, the highway chase. And obviously, when Optimus just flies in and takes out Shockwave. And obviously, the final battle is just absolutely phenomenal. There's no other way I can describe it. Also, the music, oh my god. The scene for the highway chase is amazing, but also the main theme of the movie, the It's Our Fight. Oh boy, is that sick. Not only that, this movie also ties into a little bit of dialogue from Revenge of the Fallen, which actually is useful now. In Revenge of the Fallen, Optimus does say, "What if we leave and you're wrong?" Basically saying, what if we leave and the Autobots and the Decepticons keep attacking you humans? What you gonna do then? That is precisely what happened in Dark of the Moon. They kicked the Autobots off Earth, and the Decepticons just continued waging war on this planet. And oh man, I love this film. I feel like I need to just end the video because the whole thing is just me listing a point and then saying, "Oh, I love this movie." But I do. And while I am very excited for Rise of the Beast, and I know for a fact that in terms of the writing, the story, it is definitely going to be better than Dark of the Moon. But I don't know if I'll be able to put the nostalgia aside and look at Rise of the Beast for the masterpiece that it. Well, okay, it won't be a masterpiece. Let's be honest, But I really don't know if it can beat Dark of the Moon in my heart. But yeah, that was my review of my second favorite film of all time and my favorite film in this franchise, Transformers Dark of the Moon. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, and goodbye.